back by popular demand, here I am to give you a lesson on how to complete the jig spacer in isometric. So taking a look at this sheet, our origin is right here on the left side at the bottom left-hand corner. This is where I'm going to be starting. I'm going to be going back and taking a look at the source of this that I'm going to be using for my iPad. And that is this one right here, which is much more clear and brighter. So this is the one I'm going to be referring to as I draw this. So I'm going to get started. I've already downloaded the jig spacer border and I'm ready to begin. Polar is set to 30 degrees. So here I go. Line, endpoint at the origin, up on X 90 degrees, typing in 52.5. Going to be drawing a line on X 30 degrees at 28.5. On 30 degrees, coming forward, a value of 21. And then down on Y, 22. Continuing on 30 degrees at a value of 46. Up on Y, 22. 30 degrees, a value of 28.5. Back on 150 degrees, a value of 21. On 150 degrees, coming back on X, 28.5. And then down on Y, a value of 22. And then we're going to continue on. Now, I don't need to key this distance in. This is going to run out right here. So you need to make sure you don't, if you're going to click this intersection, that the angle is correct. And the angle must be 150 degrees, as you see here. When I see that, I can make sure I can click left click intersection, and the line is what it needs to be. I can also draw a line from here to here, and I can copy it from here to here. I can draw a line from here, come forward 21, and do the same thing. I'll copy this one from here to here for a change. All right, so I'm coming down on the right side, and this line here is not given. So I know that the height is 52.5, and I know that the height of the base extrusion is 18. So if I subtract this number from 52.5, I'm going to get 34.5. So I'm going to key that in, hit enter, and come forward on 30 degrees. But I'm not going to count the chamfer. I'm going to pretend that the chamfer is not there at this time. And I'm going to come forward the full 34. And then come down the thickness of the base, which is 18. Continue on the length. Now, this should be 103. If we add up the length of this face, the length of this one, and this slot, it should be 103. 28.5 times 2 plus 46 is 103. So we'll just key that in. And then that will bring us right back to the endpoint where we started. We can draw a line from here up, 18. Draw a line to this endpoint. And we can draw a line from here, 34. And come right back up to the top here. And we also need to include a line from here to here. All right. So probably the easiest way to do this, I would think, would be to basically possibly redo this line or grip it back, because this from here to here, it must be 16 according to this. So what I could do is basically erase this line or delete it, draw a line from here now, 16, and then come on x0 to this intersection, because 45 degrees on the left side of the jig spacer will appear as 0 degrees. 45 degrees translates to 0 in isometric, and it's going to be 90 degrees on this side. So I can draw a line from here down and a line from here to this intersection and then back up like that. And then we're going to be doing some trimmings here. So we're going to select here, trim this away. This line here is going to erase, and we can trim this one. And what we can also do is run a line from this endpoint up on 30 degrees to this intersection. Make sure you're on the isometric angle, which is 30 degrees. Click. And then we'll draw a line from here down to this intersection. Now this line will erase, and we're going to just trim the rest. So we're going to select the trim, the boundary, and then lastly, this line here will erase. Pretty fast. And just to prove a couple of things here, I could run a dimension that's aligned here, and I should get 16, and I do. And I should be able to do the same thing on this side. Let's check it. Yes, I do. All right, and that is one way to complete the jig spacer. Make sure you complete the title block appropriately before submitting it to the assignment folder Dropbox. Thank you, and take care for now.